Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Noodle Caboodles. As you can tell, Jess is not here. She's not even hiding behind the bed this time, because I wasn't there last time. But yeah, it's just me today, and I have a little project to tell you about. Yesterday I was watching ItsWayPastMyBedtime's latest video, which is called The October Club. Now, the point of this is to read a book a week for the whole of October. At the end of that week, give a review of the book. Now, I was all up for this idea and I really wanted to join in, but then I realised I didn't have any books that I hadn't read. I read them all, so I didn't think I'd be able to take part. Then a brainwave came to me. I have a whole shelf here of classic books that I have not read once. Now, these books were given away free with a newspaper many years ago, and I thought, hey, free books, why not? But as soon as I realised they were classics, I was only little at the time, I thought, I'm not interested. And they've just sat on the shelf because I felt too disheartened to get rid of them. So, I shall be making use of them and reading one a week for the month, and I shall review them each time. Now, the books I have chosen, most people know the basic story of it, either because it's just that popular or because it's been Disney-fied. But I wanted to see the classics and what actually started it all off. For book one, which I will be starting reading this week, which I probably should have started reading yesterday, but I wanted to do this video first, I'm going to read Peter Pan. Everybody knows the basic story of this from Disney, so it's going to be really interesting to see if the original story is the same or different to the version that we all know and love. And I shall be reading this until Monday the 8th of October, which is when I shall start reading The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Now, I have to admit, I have actually read the first few chapters of this before, but I never got to finish it, and it's one of those books I would definitely like to finish. And I shall be reading this until the 15th of October, when I'll then be starting on Pinocchio. Again, this is going back to the whole thing of people know it from Disney, and again, I want to see if it's different from the original. And I shall be reading that until the 22nd of October, when I will go on to the final book of Dracula. I thought this was an appropriate book because it was in the run-up to Halloween, and I am probably one of the biggest fans of Halloween around. But this also seems like a really good book to read, because most of the vampire films that you see out now will focus mainly on the horror and the gore of it, and from a few extracts that I've seen of this online and all that, it doesn't seem to focus on that. It focuses more on the adventure, so I think this would be a really good read. So, that's the end of this video. If you like the idea of October Club and want to participate, then I'll put a link up here so you can go and watch the original video by It's Way Past My Bedtime and get all the information from there. I shall see you next week, hopefully, with a book review of Peter Pan. That's all for now. See you later, folks.